The Tribune, 2nd of August 2022, China is cautious of Indian influence in Nepal's effort to escape the debt trap. As part of its plan to enslave Nepal, China funded the communist insurgency that overthrew the democratic government that was in place there. In recent years, China has increased its presence in Nepal. Beijing now interferes in Nepal's internal affairs, in contrast to the past when its main interests were Nepal's security and its 25,000-strong Tibetan community. Chinese envoys in Kathmandu keep a watchful eye on events, particularly those concerning India. The majority of the communist politicians are under their influence, and they have strong ties with the Nepali police. In addition to facilitating the development of links between Nepal and China, these connections established through time also enhance China's overt and covert efforts to thwart, including covertly, India's efforts to fortify ties with Nepal. The visit of Liu Jianchao, the powerful head of the Chinese Communist Party's (CC) Central Committee's (CC) influential international liaison department, in Kathmandu on July 10 was a sign of Chinese interest, ILD. After visiting Lumbini a month prior, Prime Minister Modi said, "India and Nepal relations are immovable like the Himalayas." Modi emphasized that the growing relationship between India and Nepal will benefit the entire humanity in the new global environment. Liu Jianchao's plan upon arriving in Kathmandu included warning Nepal Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba against attempting to overly warm up relations with the US, India, and other Western nations. "We are reiterating the significance of preventing Tibetans from becoming involved in anti-China activities, highlighting the importance of China-Nepal relations, and urging KP Oli, chairman of the CPN, UML, and Pushpa Kumar Dahal, leader of the CPN, MC, to cooperate to maintain the importance of the communists in Nepal's governments." Liu Jianchao met for 45 minutes with Prime Minister Deuba and Foreign Minister Narayan Khadka shortly after arriving in Kathmandu. Deuba claimed that Nepal would only accept assistance from China and would not accept a loan during the conference, indicating that Nepal has little interest in carrying out the debt trap BRI project. Liu Jianchao probably had another unstated goal in mind. According to reports, the Chinese are upset that their dynamic ambassador Ho Yanqi was unable to stop Deuba from suggesting the Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC. They assert that the latter is a military partnership that violates Nepal's sovereignty and directly challenges China by allowing U.S. forces to visit the country at a whim and use its infrastructure. However, Chinese embassy representatives and the Chinese community in Nepal continue to hold the Chinese ambassador responsible for his inability to stop the MCC and for letting the Americans establish power in Nepal. Additionally, China sees Nepal as a good platform for promoting Jain-K Norbu, the Panchen Lama that China has selected, and gaining international Buddhist recognition of him as the legitimate Panchen Lama. The Chinese authorities organized Jain-K Norbu's journey to Lumbini more than 6 months before to promote him, undermine India's sway, and humiliate New Delhi. The visit of Liu Jianchao and the Panchen Lama, who China appointed, demonstrated the breadth and magnitude of Chinese influence in Nepal. Chinese influence appears to be extensive among Nepal's authorities, politicians, and police.